men's basketball player DeMarcus Lampley. Mr. Lampley was named Community College Athlete of the Year by the Alabama Sports Writers Association. He will be with us next month at the meeting. It's a pleasure that we hope this resolution will be considered.
Any questions? I'm going to Shelton State Community College.
This item was originally placed on the agenda as a placeholder. This involves the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office proposal to acquire property that's held by Shelton State Community College on its Fred campus. It's property that is unimproved and is presently situated for any use by the college. The impetus for the sheriff's office acquiring the property is they're losing their lease at the airport, and they are looking for a new home. The airport facility houses several of the sheriff's department's divisions, and we are told that they plan to build a permanent facility on the property that will house the divisions of the sheriff's department. There will be a sheriff manpower presence at this facility 24/7. The original proposal was that the sheriff's office and the county would provide in-kind compensation to acquire the property, to include demolition work of a concrete structure on the campus and the building of a road on the property acquired, and the granting of an easement to the college to use the road, which would provide the college with direct access to 35th Street. Two appraisals
site for us to use going forward, get rid of this structure. And also if they have road access, so why don't you go back, to the backside of the front of the property, there's everything for it. I think it's basically, a ditch, a piece of property itself. I think it's 7.57 acres. It slopes off. I think there's going to have to be a lot of dirt work going forward. Again, this is proposed public hearing. So.
You're talking about the subject property that we would be swapping
Yeah,
with
swap
different kind of
for.
services and possibly some other compensation.
Yes.
It's not a negotiation.
It's still in the negotiation phase. We're trying to establish value. So yes.
So the property, you say it has some topo issues, the property that they like to have, it has some topographical issues, but probably the main asset or advantage of that property is its location.
The locations as far as where they're going is essentially public county facility they have for public works, et cetera. Also that it's very low land, but it's still close to where we already have some operations for the county. As far as topography, I'm no expert, but I can say there's a ditch.
7-acre ditch, those are big ditches. I don't remember, anyway.
Yeah, the layman's terms, where the college sits essentially on high ground on a plateau. And this was also gifted to us many years ago. So,
Well, just to verbalize, if this is, if we have no future plans for the property, we don't foresee, we aren't losing anything, and it is to our advantage to do some sort of swap, and the compensation is to our advantage, I would support that. I hate to give away, I hate to lose something that you might need, something that we ever need. We've still got some other land around there.
again, it's very low barrier.
I went up and walked the property, there are some challenges there, so, whoever has to put it in a workable situation. So, I agree with Dr. Ashley, there's making earthwork.
They're in a position to do it too, with their resources, so that makes a difference. It's not like, the cost was once.
That they would have to do with these litigating costs.
Well, if we were to demo the, I guess, the concrete structure, it cost around $180,000. That's from the previous estimates we got a contract with property.
The road situation, y'all have to determine on the best position to decide whether that's an access is adequate to you. But, as advocates for the system, our job is to make sure.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
That demolition amount sounds correct to you?
Yes, sir, it did.
President Rogers.
Thank you, Chairman Thompson and Chancellor Baker Board. Thank you for allowing me to come back up. We do have a brief presentation on some of the things that are taking place at Enterprise State. Started with a brief highlight video of our progress, and at the conclusion of the video, I'd like to invite Aubrey Henson, who I mentioned earlier, to come back up and provide a brief presentation regarding the new mechatronics department at Enterprise State.
In 1965, we made a promise to this community, a promise to be a catalyst for change in the Wirecrafts. Behind the doors of churches, warehouses, stores, and an armory, we began to make good so have we, but our core values remain the same. Half a century later, our roots are secure and expanding throughout the Wiregrass, our branches stretching to new heights. Enterprise State is leading the way to meet the needs of Alabama's aviation industry. Through the Alabama Aviation College, we're continuing to soar. But Southeast Alabama has much more untapped potential. We have a responsibility to provide the necessary training and education to make the Wiregrass an intriguing destination for business and industry. We're taking the steps to make this possible. Currently, over $7.5 million in renovations are taking place on our Enterprise and Ozark campuses, building state-of-the-art facilities with amenities that will improve our instructors' ability to teach. These additions will not only help us keep our dedicated and top-rated teaching staff, but also recruit the instructors of tomorrow. With the addition of the Advanced Technology Center, we'll be able to provide the training and credentialing to entice existing and new industry with a well-trained workforce pool, adding new prospects to the manufacturing pipeline, and simultaneously retaining the current workforce, repurposing skill sets to adapt to today's demands, ensuring everyone is competitive in a more technical world. We're continuing to build on career technical education by responding to regional industry needs, allowing for a broader range of skills. Through dual enrollment programs, we're reaching the next generation of workforce before they even set foot on a college campus. Awarding nationally recognized certifications, young adults are qualified to go straight to work the day they graduate high school. We believe in the mantra, everyone is important. Through adult and community education programs, we strive to give students the opportunity for a fresh start, building confidence in resumes, creating the employees to fill industry needs. A successful journey will not always end at Enterprise, but we can make sure it starts here. Whether it's through academics, liberal arts, or athletics, we offer direct pathways to continued career opportunities. Enterprise State began in this community and has a responsibility to it. As president of Enterprise State Community College, I'm committed to advancing our mission by staying true to ourselves while welcoming outside input and preparing for a new way of life. As we embark on this new enterprise, we ask that you join us in expanding the opportunities we can provide to every man, woman, and child who calls the Wiregrass home. We adapted to change then for a better yesterday, and will adjust today for a better tomorrow by continuing to grow out and up. We are Enterprise State Community College. Come see what's possible.
First, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to come and speak to you today. I am one of the few fortunate people in the world to have found my passion. And although I did not set out to become a teacher when I left college, in fact, I was very certain I wanted to do something completely different. Sometimes things come full circle. And 9 years ago almost, I was given a chance by Mr. Rogers and Mr. Long to teach high school science at Enterprise State High School. And even though I didn't stick with teaching high school, things came full circle. And when I got the opportunity to come back to work for these two gentlemen, I've never been more sure of doing something in my life. This is what I want to do. So the first question I usually get is, what is mechatronics? I chose this name for the program because I think it most amply describes what we are doing. It is a combination, it's not one particular skill set, but a combination of many skill sets. It's not a new term. It's actually been a specialty field since the 1960s. We've had degree programs in the United States since the 1990s. Today there are at least 70 undergraduate programs and about 30 graduate programs in mechatronics. So all we're doing is we're combining mechanical, electronics, computing, robotics, and many other skill sets in this degree. Why is it necessary? Well, because of the skills gap. The skills gap is projected by the Manufacturing Institute to have 4.6 million jobs available in the next 10 years, 2.4 million of those going unfilled. Those are going to come largely from retired this is our immediate need. All of these expansions are happening in the counties that Enterprise State serves. We heard about Rex Lumber's expansion, but we also have expansions by Wayne Farms, and Benny Keith, and Lockheed Martin. All of these are directly related to what we will be teaching in mechatronics. We've waged a campaign to get industry endorsement, and it has been overwhelmingly successful. Every company we have spoken to is very supportive of it. The majority of them are willing to offer co-ops and internships, and absolutely will hire graduates from our program. In addition to the full ride scholarship that's being offered by Rex Lumber, they have stated that they would like to expand that to more scholarships in the future. We also have another scholarship for $2,500 a year that will come from Pilgrim's Pride. So manufacturing is important. For every dollar that's spent in manufacturing, we add $1.89 to the U.S. economy. And for every one job in manufacturing, there are 2.5 jobs created in other sectors. A good example of this is the North Dakota pipeline that went through. When they brought in that manufacturing for that pipeline, they suddenly were paying their Walmart employees $22 an hour because there were so many other jobs available. All those pipeline workers had to have somewhere to eat, they had to have some hotel to stay in, they had to have some place to get their hair cut. So lots of jobs created by manufacturing. These are the skills, according to the Manufacturing Institute research, in which manufacturing employees are most efficient. And it's exactly what you would expect: technology, problem solving, basic technical training, and math. Those previous ones were from their 2015 study. From their 2018 study, they were a little more specific: technology and computer skills, digital skills, critical thinking, working with tools, and also programming skills for robots and automation. And our mechatronics program will address all of these. All right, I put this up here not for you to be able to read it, because I know it's tiny font, but these are what manufacturing executives feel like are the ways to address the skills shortages. And our mechatronics program is going to hit the top 3 of those, which are internal training and development, external certification programs, and number 2 is community colleges on that list. We are going to be addressing those by combining uniquely both credit and non-credit offering in our program. So we will be stacking our program on certifications. So at the bottom level, we'll have industrial certifications. Some of those certifications can be accomplished in as little as 10 hours. Some are longer, some are a semester, some are 2 semesters. Then we will have short and long-term college credit certificates that build off those industrial certifications. And those short and long-term certificates will build into our associate's degree. Talking first about the industrial certifications, we are partnering with NC3 to become a Festo Center of Excellence, the first Festo Center of Excellence in the state of Alabama, to our knowledge. And partnering with them, with NC3, allows us to offer all of the certifications to our students at no cost. The students will not have to pay for them. We also get discounted pricing on equipment from the vendors whose certifications we will be offering. And we get access to their curriculum. NC3 partnership is not limited to mechatronics. They also have certifications that pertain to aviation, to the machine tool program, and several other programs. These are the certifications that we are planning to offer, and kind of how we're going to roll them out. There are many more that we could do, but NC3 has a very good chain of custody for their certification program, and so they require that which we will be partnering with Rex Lumber. Their safety officer will come and offer the OSHA 10 certification to our students on campus. All right, so this is another one that I don't expect you to be able to read from where you sit. But this just shows everything that we have going on. So all around the outside border of that page, those are our certifications. And you can see that they get several certifications that build into a class. And then those classes build into the short-term certificates. And then those certificates create our associate's degree program. We're partnering with several high schools. I think it's 9, right? We have 9 high schools partnering with us to offer the CPT at the high school level. For high schools that aren't offering it, we're going to offer it as dual enrollment through our program. But that way we'll be able to get those high school students out of high school with an industrial certification, and we will articulate 12 credits into the mechatronics program from that. Here's kind of a preview of our new facility. All of the equipment that we are ordering for this program is portable, and it is our plan that in partnership with our workforce development director, that on the semesters when the equipment's not being used for teaching credit classes, it can be taken to industry and used on site to do training for them in a non-credit fashion. And industry folks are also always welcome to come take the non-credit certifications in our classroom alongside our students. In addition to the lab space that you just saw in the building that's being renovated for this program, we'll also have 2 classrooms, 2 offices, a student lounge space, and a tool storage area. The way in which we intend to offer the program is also a little bit unique in that there will not be any set course times that the students have to attend. What we plan to do is do e-learning modules, and as they complete a module, then they can go to the calendar, book their time on the lab equipment, and come to campus when it's convenient for them to come do it. This allows us to reach working learners very effectively, and it helps with the dual enrollment students. They can complete their online work when they're at the high school and come after school to do their labs. This is going to be competency-based, so students can move through the courses at their own pace. So even though they signed up for a 16-week course, if they meet all the competency benchmarks and they're done in 9 weeks, that's okay. They'll still have to come take their final exam. We will also be offering classes in both 8 and 16-week formats, so that anybody who is very motivated and needs to get into the workforce quickly has that opportunity. For students who are not comfortable doing online, there will be FaceTime that they can either book with the instructor, or to start until we see how the model rolls out, we will offer set class times so they can attend those if they need that face-to-face instructor time. We're not completely cutting that out. Alright, and these are just career fields. I've had previous graduates go into every place you can imagine. They go to work for public works departments. They manage traffic control systems. I have a former student who's an Imagineer at Disney. So there are lots of different directions that they can go with this. And these are the target occupations that we're looking at, and they're too numerous to name. Alright, this is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics website, and because they don't have a mechatronics technologist, I just kind of looked at electromechanical technicians, which is not quite the same thing, and every time I show this to an industry partner, they say that entry-level wage is way too low. I believe Wallace State advertises theirs at $48,000 for entry-level wage with a 2-year degree. Alright, and this is the total of everything that we'll be offering. So students can come, they can complete a certificate, go to work. it's the